Alright, so I've done some things off camera. One of the biggest things is I figured out how to fix the camera thing. One of the biggest things is I figured out how to fix the camera panning issue. At like 3 in the morning, I randomly woke up and was like, I need to fix this problem. And then I went to the technical FNAF subreddit and was like, what's the deal? And I found the solution. Screen of Hollow 1 is what makes that happen. This little guy right here is what moves the camera. For some reason, the static wasn't on, it was set to path, which I think matters. And I needed to make it destroy if too far from frame for some reason. I don't know why. I wasn't here for the last one of these streams. What happened? We're doing something to the game. One thing we've done, and another thing we have to fix as well, is we've added Balloon Boy to the game successfully. So if we chill here, he should appear any moment. Hold on, he's on his way. Balloon Boy. Balloon Boy, come on. Balloon Boy. Balloon Boy's gonna show up any moment now. It's gonna be so awesome. Is this FNAF fan game creator or something? It's Click Team, which is what FNAF is made in, and I'm basically just modifying it to ruin it. And there he is, there's Balloon Boy. I've forced Balloon Boy into my game. However, there is something wrong with this. When he leaves, yeah, it like is obvious, like the room moves. Also, I don't know why the static thing doesn't happen. Another thing we've done, which is really cool, is we've added the FNAF 2 mask to the game. It does nothing. Last stream, another thing I did off camera though was I made it so the cameras won't pull up, and vice versa. You can notice the mask is glitchy. I don't know why. I don't know why that happens. Also, Golden Hippo is still here. But does he kill me? Because for some reason he's not doing that. I don't know. But Golden Hippo's there because that's kind of funny. So I'm kind of leaning towards abandoning the desk idea. I'm not sure I'm a fan of it. Because it just, as funny as it is to have 2 desks, one of which being a horrible color, it makes it too cluttered. And my issue is whenever I inevitably put Balloon Boy in the office, when he attacks, the desk is in the way, and that kind of bothers me. Player puts on 2 masks when you use the mask button. Yeah, I don't know why. I can't figure out how to fix that. I don't know what caused it, because it just suddenly happened randomly. I don't know why that happens. But I've kind of just accepted it. There's not much I can... Because this is the code for the mask. I don't know which of this makes it go 2 masks. You know? I don't know which does that. So this is the Balloon Boy code. But first and foremost, I want to figure out why it looks so weird. Oh, that's funny. This is the old office. Cause you can tell because of the reflection. How fun is that? So this is this room, and then BB1. Literally nothing changes. So why is that different when it happens in game? I'm muting that, by the way, because it's really annoying. Okay, so let's just chill here, because I want to see if you notice it as well. It's like super funky, and you can like tell it's like it distorts, and like down here, you can't really see it, but like on the bottom, there's kind of like when he is there, now he's gone. There was like a little bit of a black circle. What's the deal with that? So then he'd also go here, and then soon he would appear here, and then his next place would be in my office. Now, I'm having a dilemma here. Of it would be really funny. I wonder, could I make it where when Balloon Boy's in the hallway, like on your left side of the door, can I make it so the doors just don't work temporarily? Like, is that possible? The thing is, I don't know. So, to explain how FNAF works, it looks like the camera moves down a bit. No, yeah, that is what's happening. I don't know why, because they're the same image. It's just Balloon Boy's been added. The aspect ratio hasn't been changed. Nothing's been changed. I don't know why that happens. Oh yeah, here are all of Balloon Boy's things. So this is him here. This is his rare screen. I gave him the phantom eyes. Last time he just had black eyes, but I thought this looked cooler. Um, this is his second stage when he's in like the hallway. And then this is when he's at your left, which in my ideal world, I would be able to make it so the door's jammed while he's here. This is when this is if him and Bonnie get the same timing and they're both there together. And then same with here. This is over there and here together. And that's it. But Bonnie. Without Bonnie. With Bonnie. Luckily, while this light usually flickers, yes, for some reason when Bonnie is here, I don't think it does. And that's interesting. You should add JJ? I would like to. I would like to, I mean, maybe not JJ specifically, but I'd like to add more. Because we're just now learning the AI stuff with Balloon Boy. Like, this is just the start. So, first things first, I want to finish his code. So Balloon Boy is overlapping 5 backstage. I want to change that. Oh yeah, let me first explain how this works. So these guys resemble the animatronics. So Freddy, Chica, Bonnie. And then some timing happens where, let's say it decides that this moves down to here. The game now knows that this icon is like interfering with this button. Change the sprite for that room to have Chica there. And then so on and so forth. Since there's no camera options for your actual office, the way that works is ready to attack and then got you. So once an animatronic enters got you, that's when your door's jammed and like you have to just either accept your fate or pray you win. And then ready to attack is just like when Bonnie would just be chilling there and you close the door on him. But got you is when the door jams. So yeah. So Balloon Boys is up here because I don't know how to make it so it's not visible. Actually I think I do know how. I think that's actually really easy. Not the point. So what we need to do now is he goes straight to 2A, doesn't he? Huh. I forgot I made that really absurd. Okay, so FBB is overlapping 2A. Then Bonnie, and I am overlapping BB. Why is that there? Go to either hallway. That sounds like a lot of knowledge that I don't have, unfortunately. So this changes the sequence to BB2, right? So how does that look? Have we added another place for Balloon Boy to go, hopefully? He's here, that's great. When he leaves, the camera's gonna do the weird thing it does, and I still don't know why. But like you see that weird black thing at the bottom. Like there's a sphere down there. Why? I don't know why that happens. My best guess is like this room is more panoramic than the rest. Can you move? Balloon Boy, you gotta go to 2A. Balloon Boy, you got a movement. There you go. And no, it doesn't work. But I think I know why. I think I missed a crucial step. So what is cam 2A called in the game's files? Because Scott doesn't name a single thing. Probably way too low. Yeah, this is 2A, which is 14. And then animation 14, which viewing equals 3. I guess that means something. Fox progress. Don't know what that has to do with anything. You are not overlapping Bonnie. And this changes to 15, which I think is the flicker. Oh no, I'm late. I've only been here 10 minutes. You are overlapping Bonnie, then that sets it to when Bonnie's there. Okay. So for all of these, I need to add a new, no. I don't know what I do. I think you, where am I? Where is you? You. It would be position? No. Collision, overlapping another object, and the other object would be BB. And in this example, no, because this is just for Bonnie. Probably copy and paste this to these guys. I just want to add this to that. Yes. Perfect. So, I mean, hold on. Because this is for regular. Right? That makes sense. I'm not overlapping Balloon Boy. It's regular, but I am overlapping Bonnie here. So that plays Bonnie's. So then up here, where is Balloon Boy? I would have to add, but I didn't add. What did I do for this one? No, this is what I just did. What did I do for the other one? Yes, it's still, the switch you see on control still show up. So this is for, you're not overlapping Bonnie, and you're not overlapping Balloon Boy, and then where's Balloon Boy's other mention? I feel like he has to be somewhere else. Or is he not? He might not be. Okay, so then I might have actually done it this time. Did I? Oh, I solved it? Maybe? So Balloon Boy's gonna come up here, he's gonna be funky and be weird. And then I also need to make it, yeah, so it moves for some reason. I still don't know why. And also, it doesn't do the static thing that the other animatronics do, which is a shame. I do not know how I will change that, because I don't know what causes that. And there he is. Alright, so far Balloon Boy has been hard-coded into FNAF 1. Which is kind of funny. Okay, so now that we know that, we have to do his office thing. No, actually, no, we don't. We need to first do him and Bonnie, which would be bam bam. BB is overlapping Cam 2A, U is overlapping Balloon Boy. But then we add new condition, which is Bonnie collision overlapping. Do I make him overlap BB specifically? I think so, because if I make him overlap the cameras, I don't think that would have the same thing. So I think if he's overlapping BB at all, change the animation sequence to BB with Bonnie. And then, oops, I have no way of testing this, do I? Because how would I force them there? I think a better thing to do would be, first of all, I also need to do the same thing for backstage. So add a new one, make this, change it to a different sequence, which would be BB with Bonnie 1, and then nope, and then this is BB with Bonnie. Then I would add that to this, which is Bonnie overlapping BB as well here. Should that also include? I don't know. I'm scared if Bonnie overlaps Balloon Boy in any capacity, that'll happen. So what I'm gonna do, I have to do F8. I have to start from the complete beginning because I need to actually be on a harder night. So Bonnie will actually move. So here's hoping we can test this. So Balloon Boy's there. If Balloon Boy can stay there, that'd be great. Bonnie, it's night 5. Bonnie, it's night 5. Please move. Bonnie, please. Bonnie, please. Okay. Where did Bonnie go? So Bonnie might be here, but is overrated by Chica, maybe. So come on. Come on. Uh-oh. Okay, Bonnie went too far. Dang it. Wait, Bonnie. Okay, Bonnie, now it's good. Can you please go further now? That'd be appreciated. How does BB work? So far, I want there to be no way to defend against him. He's just, you don't lose. He would literally just be a nuisance. Like, he's kind of guaranteed to get into your room and then just laugh the whole night. That's kind of my plan. Okay, so we have gotten unlucky, and they did not sync. Balloon Boy has, in theory, killed me, if not killed, but you know what I mean. He would be in my office right now. Oh, he does kill. Oh my gosh. Oh, the reason Golden Hippo wasn't killing earlier was because I was F7. Which means I'm only running this frame, which means it won't let me jump to this frame. Okay, we learned something. Now this is good knowledge to have because I've been sent an updated jump scare. And I wasn't going to use it because I thought that the jump scare didn't work. But here we are. It works. Bam. Bam. Make it the same size. Then just try my hardest to center it. Look centered enough. Or I'm sure there's actually like a line. Horizontal center. Oh well, it's way off. Yeah. This was, as most Mr. Hippo related things have been, this was made by Merling. Which I don't know why they added eyes to it, but it looks horrifying. Okay. Run it back. We still need to get, hopefully get lucky and see. Shut up. Or better yet, can we just do this? Make the AI like 13. Try that. See if they can sync up. Actually, I wonder, is Balloon Boy even going to be a threat on this? Because he doesn't exist. Like, does he, even though everything happened, is he still here? Or like, can he not be here because his AI would be set to 0 in this reality? Because I didn't set it. I would really like to test it because Bonnie's in the perfect spot right now. Balloon Boy. Nope, he's moving. I'm willing to say Balloon Boy might just not exist in Custom Night. Because I feel like I'd see him by now. He would have done something. So, let me try that again. I want to try. I guess we just have to get lucky that both of them are at the same spot at the same time. Hopefully, we have to be able to. Yeah, Balloon Boy's here. Chica's moving. Whatever. Balloon Boy, stay here. Please, man, please. Another thing we're gonna try to do tonight is add the toxicity meter to the mask. For no reason other than it's kind of funny. Bonnie's gone. Bonnie's there. Bonnie, hurry. Bonnie. It's night 5. Bonnie, you gotta hurry, man. Bonnie, come on. Come on, Bonnie. Bonnie, come on. Balloon Boy's gonna move. Moves in 3-second intervals. I made it really generous. He moves fast. Uh-oh. Bonnie, come on. Bonnie, come on. Okay, so Bonnie overrides him. Ignore that. Bonnie overrides him. So is it because I don't have anything? Hold on. First, we need to figure out what that's called. Is it because I don't have anything for when Bonnie's there? I didn't change any of Bonnie's code. I think it'd be like 33. No, that's for that. That's another thing we gotta deal with. When does Bonnie enter that room? Did I pass it? I mean, I must have. Well, that's a rare screen. Like, no, that's not Bonnie in there. Bonnie, when do you go there? Okay, this is Bonnie in the room, which is animation 32. I was one off. That's awesome. So this is 22, 32. What is 22? Is 22 just regular state, probably? So viewing equals 5, use overlapping Bonnie. So then I need to add a new one, which would be including, so then in this one, I need to insert U collision overlapping BB, and then negate it, and then add that same thing to here, except negate that. So then now what happens is in this reality, I'm looking at Balloon Boy but not looking at BB. Then here I'm looking at both, which would make it not 32. That's not what I would want. I would want BB with Bonnie. I feel like that's not gonna work, but I'll give it a shot. This is still really funny. Okay, so we just need to wait for Bonnie to go there, hopefully, and then also hope BB gets there as well. I'm sure there's an easier way to test this, but I'm not doing it. Okay, so Bonnie's there. We just need Balloon Boy to enter here. Okay, I think Bonnie's on his way. Okay, Bonnie's here. Balloon Boy, come on. Balloon Boy, you have a 1 in 7 chance across every 3 seconds. You know, like the odds are incredibly in your favor. He's moving, isn't he? And Balloon Boy got there like way too late. Not way too late. Bonnie barely missed him, man. Ah, okay. I'll try again. It's a gamble. This is, in my mind, the only way I can test it. Are there easy ways? Definitely. But do I know them? Nope. Show. I don't understand why that happens with the mask. Okay, did Bonnie skip me? No. Balloon Boy's here. I think Bonnie's being overridden by Chica. Hi. Let's chill. So, dang it. At least this works. I'm happy about that. What I would like to do is make it so when after this stage, when he's like, not like, because you're not gonna be like, oh, he left here, he's definitely on my left door. You're not gonna know. I want to add funny Balloon Boy laughing. So yeah, Bonnie's just been stuck here the whole time. I love gambling in order to test this, and guess what? We gotta do this more times for the other things we had. Or I guess we don't. If we can get this to work, we can kind of confirm it works in the way I'm doing it, and it would probably be good. I just wish I could figure out how to make the cameras glitch out when Balloon Boy moves, because they don't do that. I could try to figure out what... I could try to just... So actually, fun fact, the toxicity meter is going to be so easy to make, because it's fully coded in FNAF 2. Isn't that cool? Yeah. Bonnie, please. Bonnie, come on. Bonnie. Okay, well, everyone's on the move. So we can tell where Balloon Boy is. Oh, oh, this one works. This one works with like minimal, not minimal things done. Okay, we tested something. That's great news. Um, so now Balloon Boy would be here, and then now he would have just moved to get me. So I'm kind of scared that that worked. Because now that makes me think this just isn't working. And like Balloon Boy's just prioritizing over Bonnie. But why? And how do I confirm that? The only way I can confirm is if Chica isn't in the kitchen, or not kitchen, if Chica isn't in the dining area and Bonnie's nowhere to be seen but Balloon Boy's here. That's the only way I can confirm that it's working or not working. Hello, chat. Hello. Ooh, another thing we still have to do is add old man consequences. Okay, no one's moving because it's night 5. You know, I feel like you guys should be doing something to me. Ugh, I don't think this is gonna be good. So I think I know how I can remove this in practice. I think I just need to make it like small. Not small. Yeah, maybe small. Just invisible, really. Because I think if it's invisible, it still exists. I think. I'm really proud of making like the everything here because this was all on my own, making it so that disappears when you pull it up. That was completely on my own. I just brute forced changing settings until it worked the way I wanted it to. Okay. Do we take the gamble? I mean, how? Okay. So, if it's not overlapping any of these two, it's regular. If it's not overlapping Bonnie, it's 52. What does 53 mean? If it's not overlapping Balloon Boy but is overlapping Bonnie, then it's 32. If it's overlapping both, then it's both. Right? But if you're overlapping Bonnie, 66, but I think that's the rare screen. So wait, what? Why does that happen? So if random for pick equals 10. Oh wait, I think there's multiple things. So what are these numbers? I need to figure this out for my rare screen. So this is 68. So this would be 67. So this is, yeah, that's one of the rare screens. And then 63. Okay, that's just Freddy. That's not even a rare screen. So I was right. 66 is a rare screen, so I can probably make that same thing happen with Balloon Boy, hopefully. If 66. So it's literally just you're overlapping Bonnie, random 4 pick. I guess it generates a number, and if it's 10, which I think I changed it to 10. Wait a second. Animation 32. Actually, no, this doesn't matter if it's 32 because Balloon Boy wouldn't exist. Hold on, I'll be right back. So I just need to figure out what causes the rare screen. I think it would be that 66 thing, right? But how does the game even know that you're like looking at that screen specifically? Because this just checks that you're overlapping Bonnie at all, right? Like what determines that? I'm confused. So what is like? Oh my gosh, maybe we just don't do rare screen for Balloon Boy. It just might not be possible. No, and then I don't understand any of what I'm looking at here. I thought I was like so close to understanding everything. I'm not. So it seems like BB with Bonnie is kind of working because the second one worked. And now what I want to do is BB is overlapping not Cam 2A, but ready to attack left. And then you are overlapping BB, which I don't even think matters. Actually, I don't know why that's there, because only he needs to be overlapping it. But whatever, you're overlapping BB. Bonnie is overlapping BB as well. Which, can I remove that part? This would change it to BB. Is it BB left? Is what I called it, really? BB left, and then is that what I want? I guess let's test that. This one shouldn't be that hard because we just need Balloon Boy to move around. That's really the only condition for this one. And then fingers crossed. So another thing I want to test is what happens if I get the rare screen in here and then Balloon Boy enters. Does Balloon Boy override? Because that would be preferred. I'm never going to find out. I'm never going to be able to learn. Balloon Boy is also not even doing anything. Balloon Boy? Balloon Boy, where are you? Balloon Boy, please, we need to test things. I might have deleted the rare screen on accident. I really feel like I would have gone it by now. Anyway, Balloon Boy's here. Okay, Balloon Boy's gone. Balloon Boy's here now. Great news. Balloon Boy, are you going to be at my door soon, perhaps? Hello, chat. Hello. Oh, ignore that. Balloon Boy, come on. Balloon Boy, stop fooling around. We gotta test stuff. Because then I can test if he shows up at my door, and if he shows up at my door, the next thing to do. Well, that's gonna. Why are those sounds gone? That's a different problem. That's a. Okay, those sounds work. Some sounds are gone. It happens. That's okay. I don't know what's going on to my game. My game's like destroying itself in front of me. Can you keep going, Balloon Boy? What's wrong, man? It's kind of anticlimactic. Oop. Dang it. Why? Okay, hold on. And even then, yeah, so did I make the mistake? No, okay, so Balloon Boy's not doing it. And the reason might be, I might know the reason. It might be because ready to attack left. Okay, why does the control F on this sucks, by the way? Because it just does the first one. It doesn't let me search. Like I can't. How do I go to the next usage of that? Okay, better yet. Wait, how does this even work? Wait, because wait a minute. Balloon Boy being here. Well, okay. Spam the 100 emoji on mobile. Balloon Boy being here. Because I'm just changing that sprite, yeah. How do I make it so that happens when the light is only when the light's on? You know? So, hold on. Where is... I guess first, if we find Bonnie's jump scare, we can probably figure out what... Yeah, okay, so jump scare is 35. How do the lights work? So, viewing, control room view, light on left equals 0. So, What am I looking at? Oh man. Did I get way too over my head in this one? Why do all these make the sequence stop? What does that even mean? Hello, chat. Hello, chat. Chica. I'm trying to figure out how to make it so when you click the light, it'll be Bloom Boy. Because the problem I'm having is I've realized this makes no sense. BB is overlapping, ready to attack left. That's great. The problem with that is how does the game know that my light to only change that when my light's on? So it would be Boom Boy over is ready to attack left. What are we coding? We're trying to finish Balloon Boy. If you're interested, I was able to get the office to scroll. Great news. Or the cameras, they scroll now. Fixed that. And then I also made it so you can't use the mask on the cameras and vice versa. Pretty neat stuff. I'm happy with it. Next up is just I'm really struggling on this Balloon Boy thing. So my issue is I don't know how easy this is to explain into words. When Balloon Boy is here, it just changes this sprite to that image. See, bam, this sprite is changed. And then when he's here, blah blah blah. So how do I make it when he's in my office clicking this? Because like the issue I'm having is he just that doesn't work. If it changes this sprite, how would the game know that my light's on? How do I do that? How does the game do that? I don't know. I don't understand. Like Balloon Boy soon should come to my office. Unless it like just works and I'm wrong and I'm like overcomplicating it. But like there's Balloon Boy chilling here. That's pretty fun. And he should be here now, but he's not. Why? Like what's causing that? And his next stage would be so how does the game do that? Scott Cawthon, how did you do this? Because I don't get it. How does this only happen when the lights turn on? It feels like it has something to do with all these alterable values. I don't get the alterable values. So maybe I can get it. Maybe I add new condition light, maybe one of these. Yeah, basically casted spells. So light flag? Is flag on? Is flag off? No, how do I pick or count? Pick one at random. Animation, direction, position, maybe animation? No. Collision, it wouldn't be collision. What it makes it this? I want to do something with the variables. How does that happen? Alterable variable of C. What does this mean? Oh my gosh, Scott, how did you do this? Add new condition. Light compared to instance value equal to 1, which I think would mean it's on. Maybe? It's like, what does viewing equals 7 mean? Like that's what I'm confused about. Light on left. That's not how you spell that. I don't want to see this one. Why does this control F sucks? It shows me one whole instance. I know there's more. Where are they? Show me the others. How do I see them? Ask Scott about it. I might have better odds, honestly. Bonnie is overlapping, ready to attack. Chica is overlapping, got you right. Fox progress. What does any of this mean, man? Okay. Viewing equals 0. Bonnie is overlapping, not overlapping that. Okay, why do I care? Sub 1 from values. Okay, why? Why does this happen? Maybe we just don't have him ever be on your left? Is that the solution? Wait, better yet. Wait, no, I'm stupid. This is like so easy to solve. Hold on. This is animation 34. What determines this? Light on left. Okay, wait, can I just copy and paste this? And then change it to my guy? Delete this. So viewing equals 0, light on left. BB is overlapping, ready to attack left. And I guess something with Freddy. Don't change it to 34. Change it to BB left. Maybe we did it. And it was as simple as copying and pasting the existing code. And I kind of overcomplicated it a little bit. But maybe this was a... Shut up. Maybe this was the answer to my problems. Also, another slight issue I'm having is you can very clearly tell the camera switches. I don't know how to do the static thing that happens in FNAF 1. I guess that's just part of FNAF Epic Edition jank. There's not much I can do about it. Okay, so now he's here. Oh, why? I see no reason. But now he'd be in my office, theoretically. God, why did this one not work? I feel like I did everything that I could have done. Right? I don't know what this means. What active 3 is, but that's something. I think this is verbatim. What happened? Oh, wait, no. Ready to attack left? No, yeah. Ready to attack left is correct, because got you left would be in my office. Yeah, this is correct in my brain. I don't know what Freddy has to do with any of this, but he is really... So maybe delete the Freddy line? Here's the thing. The game doesn't have to work. Balloon Boy has to work, and that's the only concern. You know? Still don't know what's up with the mask doing it twice, but you win some, you lose some. But I just sub Discovery Channel. Haven't seen... I'm no developer, keep in mind. I'm brute forcing everything in order to force Balloon Boy into FNAF 1. So, yeah. But thank you for subscribing. But I can show you cool things. Look at Balloon Boys in FNAF 1. The fact we've gotten this far is surprising, because it was just like, wouldn't it be fun if we put Balloon Boy here? And then we just didn't, because we were like, yeah, it's not possible. So why can't I see the guy? Why doesn't it work? Why not? Why is it not possible? I don't get it, truthfully. Like, it's copied and pasted from how Bonnie would work. You know? So, like, why can't... Right? This is how Bonnie work. Are there any more uses of 34? Maybe, like, there's more code that is needed? Or, like, what else could I have possibly done? Like, I'm sure this is a me thing. This isn't, like, a really stupid thing. Effectively making the game harder than intended because the energy values aren't limited. It's even happening here. Okay, whatever. You know what could be possible? This could be a me thing. Is it possible? Like there's more checks that I missed? It sure is. Okay, that's sound. That doesn't matter. Alright, oh, nope. That was my like last remaining hope. Was that it was like another check I was missing, and it's not. So I'm confused again. Hmm. Like, I mean, I can remove the sound if we want to really pull on any string possible. I just don't know why this wouldn't work. BB is overlapping, ready to attack left. And then all that happens will cause it to change to BB left. BB left exists, right? Like that. It's not like I forgot to make it a thing. That's not the problem. Right? You know, it exists. There he is. He looks horrible, but there he is. He should exist at the very least. I'm still really proud of the reflection, even though we didn't do anything. But why? There's the guy. Yeah, there he is. There's them together. There's them together, best friends. There's the rare screen. Oh, I didn't show this that much. I'm probably not going to use this because I can't figure out how. But there it is. This is his rare screen. Isn't that so cute? Wow. So maybe we change your course of action. Maybe Freddy doesn't have a. Maybe Balloon Boy doesn't have a door thing. He acts like Freddy does, because Freddy doesn't have one of those, and people like Freddy. So maybe Balloon Boy doesn't need one. Maybe Balloon Boy has one of these though. And then after this, he's just in your office. Are you doing any optimizations? No, I'm just kind of modding FNAF 1 and here, let me see if I can find the notepad. We just came up with a bunch of ideas. So the whole vision is I want to make a really bad mod for FNAF and then send it to someone and have them stream it blind. And this is the creation of that. And discarded optimization UCN. Yes, I can show some of those actually because it's actually kind of cool. Let me find the image that I created to show it off because this is what a FNAF Ultimate Custom Night jump scare looks like. When you full screen it. And this is what a FNAF 1 jump scare looks like. They're incredibly small, so they would be small file sizes. All of the UC jump scares are really small compared to the 720. But this is our funky little list of things we want to create. Hasn't gone well. So I'm gonna try to give Bloom Boy one of these, have him skip the doorway thing just entirely because that seems to be a dud. Yeah, whatever. We went units and use them, I guess. Or you know what sucks is I think I might know what could have caused it, and it could be because it's so high up that nothing else has happened yet. Like any of the valuables are changing. So I'd have to move this to be lower to even test that. But I'm kind of okay. Another problem that we're probably gonna face is let me get this. A problem we might face is how do we make Balloon Boy work in this space specifically? Where is it? Where is it? Where is the image? Um, 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 um. Where's the corner? I lost it. I don't know where the corner went. There's another thing I want to add as well, but we're gonna do that in a second. Hold on. Because since we're getting rid of the desk, which has a Bonnie plush on it, I want to keep the Bonnie plush, so we're just gonna throw that into the main desk. Not the point though. The point is, where is the corner? I guess, I mean, this isn't the corner. This is Bonnie in the corner. I'd like the blank version of this. Bathroom, not bathroom, back area. I feel like I'm scrolling by too fast. That's the problem, is I'm like too impatient. That's Chica's corner. But even with the Bonnie image, you can kind of understand what my concern is. And it's that I highly doubt Balloon Boy has a render of him that looks like it would make sense in this angle. Like, I really doubt that. Like, oops. Like, there's just no way a Balloon Boy render exists that fits this angle of all things. Like, that just, there's like 4 Balloon Boy renders in existence. You know? These are the rare screens. This is the closest we're gonna get to be able to look at a blank corner right now. We'll figure out where the real one is later. I don't know where it went. That's so weird. The dump is so funky. I wish I could. I wish I would one day sort the dump. I want to do that. I want to go through all my FNAF dumps because I have so many of them. Let me show you. Look at, man. I have. I have Into the Pit, which this one isn't really the same dump. It's just like this one's worse. If anything, this is probably the worst version of a dump I have. But I have it. And then Freddy Space 2, which was fun. I needed this one for the thumbnail for that one video, which this one's actually really cool. Because a bunch of like placeholder assets were used before like Pinky Pills went in and redid it all, I guess. And then I can't show the refreshed ones, but there's a regular FNAF World, which actually regular FNAF World, this one's sorted, which I like. So like here's the box, here's particles, here's the fourth wall. You know, like this one's actually properly sorted and stuff, which is sick. But then we go straight to FNAF 6, which is not. FNAF 5, I don't even know why I have a FNAF 5 dump. I've never played the game. I've never had a reason for needing the files from the game. Genuinely could not tell you which thing I needed for whatever I was doing. No idea. FNAF 4. Also don't remember what I would have needed because I don't even own FNAF 4. I mean, yeah. I don't even, I could not tell you what I needed from FNAF 4. I'm trying to think. Maybe did I need like a Nightmare Freddy image? Oh no, I needed a Nightmare Fredbear image for something. FNAF 3. This one, I don't trust this one. This feels way too small. Feels like there's way too little in this one. Like it just jumps from. Yeah, no, this dump is not true. And I didn't make this dump. This one was. I found this one somewhere else. I'm sure if I made my own dump, it'd be real. Because this does not feel correct. Like I feel like it's missing a lot. FNAF 2. We have FNAF 2, which should have the toxicity meter somewhere. Victim, yeah, it has to be a fake dump. Oh, yeah, this is not the lives thing. Hot take, exotic butters or pickles. I'm a huge fan of FNAF 6 pickles. I don't like pickles in real life, but the concept of FNAF 6 pickles is really funny. I feel like we're getting very distracted, but when have we not done that? I'm just kind of pondering. Wow. And then FNAF 1, we all know that one. Chup's Quest. This was an old Scott game. I only dumped because I wanted to give the assets for Chup to the FNAF World Refresh team because I really, really, really wanted them to make him a character or a boss or something. They didn't. But I gave them all the material they needed, but they wouldn't do it. It was when the mushroom area was being discussed. I was like, guys, I got an idea. And they were like, okay. The conversation was, we'll do it if you give the assets. And then I actually had the assets, and I don't think they expected that. But fun fact, this is the key from FNAF World. It's in Chip's Quest. Wow, that's where it came from. Isn't that so cool? But I think this would have been so sick. But that's the only reason I have this dump. And then I have Chipper and Son's dump because I supplied the team with the Tyke idol animation because I had this dump on hand, and that was exciting. Because and then if for some reason in the video of refresh I forgot I did that. No, I didn't forget. I thought I didn't, or I thought the thing they used was different. No, this is it. This is literally his 4 sprite animation. Anyway, we're doing that thing again where we don't do anything. And well, I can't think of a single. Oh yeah, this was the Reddit post I'd found, which helped me with the the screen thing. It's from 10 years ago. I found out how to solve the problem. Joyous, but we need every balloon boy friend ever. Cause when was I looking at? Oh, I was looking at Angry Birds Pop Blast. There was an advertisement for the game that you can play, and I have a speedrun on it. Let's look at speedrun.com. No, let's not do this. Let's not get too sidetracked. But I moderate the FNAF World Refresh speedruns, in case you were curious. I'm the only one who moderates it. Anyway. Balloon Boy. Like, no, he has no renders that would work in this area. So either I make one, which that's not going to end well, or he just goes from the hallway straight into your office, you know? Or what is it like? Do I make him crawl around on the floor? Is that what I do? Like, we need, hold on. We need to experiment. I do this on this monitor. We need to do some experiments. So just using this as a test, can this work? It would be stupid. And yeah, no, obviously it can't work. You can't just have him. There's no. Maybe we can find. No, I don't even. I would hate to use because we've been using the AR stuff this whole time. Which is so weird to randomly switch top wanted. I'm sure this will look great. Hold on. Oops. I'm gonna be doing that. I'm sure this will look great. So we could do this instead. It's an option, but I don't think it's gonna work. just have a hunch. I'm a fan of this art. Maybe, and I'm being kind of genuine. He could be floating around. In that kind of navigates the issue. He's not necessarily angled because he's not on the ground. He doesn't need to be. You know? Hmm. I don't think I ever used this render. But like, see the issue I'm having here? I can't, there's no world. There's just no way. So what that kind of leads me to think is, since I can't have him in the doorway, it seems, I don't know why. Is it just like a little scummy? it's such a funky angle, and it's like a angle that Balloon Boy would never be at, and like there's nowhere I'd find that. So maybe what I do, and I think it could be kind of funny, I still want him to move around. And I want to try to make it so every time he moves, he laughs a little bit. Let me try to get the Balloon Boy laugh sound effect, which I should have somewhere. Seeing as I downloaded the entire sounds the other night to this game. An accident? Not an accident. I needed one sound. But like, what would it even be called? And the issue is I didn't download all the sounds, so like it's possible I don't have it. Like, what's this one? That's not it. That's definitely not it. Nope. I feel like I should be able to tell from these names. What's... Oh, I know this one. Yeah, so fun fact, that was meant to play when you encounter a secret animatronic, but it never did, because Scott is so good at coding. Okay, cool sound effect. Okay, I just don't think I have the sound effect. So, Balloon Boy laughing. Okay, that's a cool video you've made, but you've made it laugh every 2 seconds. I just need just one laugh. You just need to do it once. 1 hour of Balloon Boy laugh? All sounds.
Hello. Hi.
Alright, this will work. I'll make it myself. I'll just download this and do the rest myself. This website is so useless. And I don't want to make another dump just because I missed a sound effect that is my own fault because I was impatient. But I want to make it so he laughs every time he moves. And then once he's in your office, which I still... But I like the idea. I want there to kind of intentionally be a handful of cameras he will be in. Not handful, like one, I guess. Places he will be in, but you won't see him, but he will be laughing. I like the like you'll lose him and you genuinely will not know where he went. I think that could be cool. So I just need to make it on the counter. It doesn't need to be at anything else. So no, I need to, first of all, hold on, this is a lie. I need to make my own sound effect because I don't have it. I need to make it from, not from scratch, but I need to, oh my gosh, this is gonna be an MP3. This is gonna be, I can use Audacity. Hold on, we're not using a video editor for this because why would we do that? Are you stupid? I have Audacity. Don't open that. I'm gonna leak everything. I'm like asking to get stuff leaked by doing stuff like that. Okay, what am I thinking of? Audacity. I don't know how to use Audacity. Keep in mind, I only used this thing once. So fingers crossed we can figure out how to edit this audio. It's not gonna go well. We can skip the update. We don't need it. So the only time I've ever used Audacity was when I was doing the race with Cataclysmic. I recorded all the audio tracks separately. No, don't do that. Don't do stop it. Stop it. How did that happen? What?
Hello. Hi.
Okay, this is what I want. No, stop it. Just move the playhead. Jesus Christ. Ooh, am I learning? How do I just move the goddamn playhead? I don't want to loop everything. I just want to move the playhead. Stop. What's happening? just want to move. I just want to listen to this part. Why? Genuinely, what is causing that? Do I just have to guess? Like, why is this what this thing... Why would that be what I want? Maybe we got it? I want to do the fit. Sure. I suppose. Maybe that... No, don't. No, stop it. No. That's not what I want. Okay, Now, how do I save this? Import audio MP3 file. I want to save it to my PC. Okay, I'll save it to my desktop, I guess. I want to save it as BB Laugh. Real simple. Cannot open. What do you mean cannot open? You're exporting it. You're not... You're creating the file. Oh, I put import. Alright, export. Just to my computer. BB Laugh. Okay, export. Now, did I do it? Bam. Samples. Play sample from a file. Browse. Don't do that on stream. Just, no, I need to go to, oh my god, where did I save this? I forgot where I saved it. Program files. Audacity. Nope. Program files with the other one. Nope. Who's EXP, by the way? It just means if you chat a lot, it just is like you get rewarded. I think it's YouTube's answer to Twitch points, which is funny because it doesn't do anything. Twitch points at least have a use. I wish badly I could do something like Twitch points, but I don't freaking use I don't use Twitch that much. And if I do, it's because I don't want anyone to watch my stream, but I want to stream. Okay. Has this worked as intended? I hope so badly. It would be so funny if I got this working. Where my game at? Oh, what are you doing down there? Alright, Balloon Boy, you got to work. Shut this guy up. We have another annoying kid to listen to. Over 600 images and sounds from Fangame Drama. That's insane. I didn't see channel points ever because I reverted my Do Not Look in 2016. That sounds neat. If I can get Balloon Boy working vaguely, I'll call it here. I don't want to be here too long tonight. I just want to have a rough... That's not right. You can knock it off now. I understand. I understand you're upset. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, I think I know how to fix this though, hopefully. No, I don't. Help. Oh, I didn't mean literally. I meant like just fix the problem. That's what the sound should sound like, and instead, it sounds like a wave of balloon boys are crossing the hill. Why? Don't think math is gonna help me here. How do I just... God. How did this happen? I don't get it. Samples. Play and loop, like I didn't... The material branch? I don't know what that means. Stop. To initialize every frame. I think that's what's happened here. I don't know how to, like, not have that happen. You're so angered the balloon, but he's not happy with us. I don't want to play in loop, which isn't what I even clicked on. Did I click all parameters? Maybe just regular play sample? Is that like any different? Well, now there's two of them, so that's not better. Delete. Like, you know, if it's uninterruptible, could I make it? Maybe let's try uninterruptible for a second. Because maybe that means the other balloon boy's laughs won't interrupt the first balloon boy laugh. That's my thought process here. Shut up. No. It's worse. It's somehow worse. They're speaking to me. They're learning English. Part of me kind of wonders if I should keep that. I know it sounds crazy. But it's like kind of what I was going for if you think about it. Like, I'm just trying to imagine someone who is playing this blind. You're not expecting funny balloon boy of all people to be in your game, but there he is. I want the pumpkin out of here. Kind of funny to kind of rock that. I think we'll try to keep it. I know. I don't know. I'm kind of weird about that because I don't like that at all. But at the same time, it's funny. That's like it's so funky. Keep it. If I were to keep it, which I don't know if I'm going to, I would want to at the very least make it quieter. So like the balloon boy siren is off, but it's not like that damaging to your retina or your no. I'm just trying to find the Bonnie plush from the FNAF 2 assets because I would like him. I don't. That's a smart thing to do. I would like him to be involved. I wanted him in the original desk, but we scrapped the. So far, I'm leaning towards the desk is scrapped. So we're adding a Bonnie plush instead. Yes, I still want to keep this guy. I like him. Does it at least work? Does he function? There he is. There's the Bonnie plush. It looks so cool. Also, the green disc is tragic. I agree. My only concern was just it cluttered too much. Oh, someone's awoken. Uh-oh. The Bonnie plush is on the loose. Oh, so much is happening. Okay, the Bonnie plush is on the loose. We gotta fix that. Jesus Christ. So what happened with the Bonnie plush? All the frame? Maybe I don't want that. I don't even know how Bonnie plush got on the loose, man. How did this happen? Uh-oh. Wait, that's not good. Just what? I don't. Green Desk X5 one Desk Yuri. We're on to something. But don't worry, the desk still exists. It's just off screen. So if anyone decomps my game, you'll be able to see it. Look, there was the Bonnie plush that I still want to incorporate. It's just I tried and he escaped. So, oh man, I have to do something. I have to actually try because I know what's causing this. I have to do actual work in my funny video game I'm trying to create. I need to make it so this is when the camera flips up. I just need to copy and paste the same thing. Make object invisible. Yes. Invisible. Yes. And then this is when it comes back. So visibility reappear. Okay, for some reason you took that as do both. Wait, oh no. Oh, that's the wrong guy. Whoops. That's not the Bonnie plush, that's Balloon Boy. Delete. 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 I mean both ideally, but and then this one just delete, make invisible. Okay, so now Bonnie plush should be functioning properly. For some reason we put effort into making the Bonnie plush a thing. God damn it. But he does disappear when you open the cameras. For a minute, good night. Thank you for coming out. It is very appreciated. I'm probably gonna end soon as well, because it's 8:30 for me, but I still just don't want to be up too late. But yeah, look at that. And he disappears very obviously. It's not subtle at all. But neither is the desk fan. If you look at that, it also does the same thing. Which I can actually show you a fun fact really quickly. Look at that. The desk fan gets stuck if you go too fast. Isn't that cool? It's weird that the Bonnie doesn't do that. He's arrived. Okay, So, the way we could fix that is by checking whatever FNAF 2 does and just applying it to this. I just don't know, like, what is even, like, causing this at all. It's such a good jump scare. It is. It's just because it's gonna happen every single time. I like it. I definitely. I am. I'd prefer if maybe that happened once he's in the office, because that's kind of what I wanted. I wanted him just laugh nonstop. The issue is, I don't know what the issue is. So maybe let's try that. Let's delete these ones and only keep it for when he's on stage 4. But can I like change the volume? Like, is that a thing I can do? No? Okay. And then it's Balloon Boy jump scare. Yes. So here's the fun part. What we get to do is actually create Balloon Boy. Kind of. Well, actually, no, we don't need this. We need coconut or durian. I don't know what that means. We need this because we need to find a Balloon Boy render, probably from Ultimate Custom Night. Ooh, because that's gonna happen. Oh, that's a good point. He's gonna be there all night because he has no like variable AI. He's the same every time. So maybe I'll make it harder for him to move. He's just as low as he is for testing purposes. Once we have everything working, I will. You know what I mean? I think that's fair. Is there a thing as an object that's not like an active? Nope, active it is. I want to put. I want this guy. I want this guy. Unknown format. It's a PNG file. So it's a PNG. I'm putting a PNG in the game, and it's confused. Hold on, let's go through the actual freaking Ultimate Custom Night dump. Because this is more efficient. Thank you, Click Team. You happy? It's gonna crash. Oh no, there he is. Okay. So we have to now make Balloon Boy. Let's make him real. I don't know how big I want him. Oops, that's not ever what I could have asked for. Can you move? I need to figure out where the floor is so he can actually be adjacent to it. I like him here. So, okay. Sure. So now the fun thing we get to do is actually figure out how in the hell do we code that. So BB is overlapping got you. Because it's not ready to, yeah, this has got you. You are overlapping BB, I guess. You would be Bonnie's overlapping BB. I guess Bonnie's not in this case. And wait, what? What am I doing? This would be what would cause this balloon boy to even exist. So visibility, reappear. And then I think in the exact same thing, but above, BB's overlapping, or no, yeah, BB is overlapping this, but we change it to negate that. If he's not overlapping that for any reason at all, it makes him invisible. Is that kind of what I think I need? If I open, when this opens, Balloon Boy should not be there. Hi, Balloon Boy. What are you doing? There's no reason you should be here. What happened? There's a different Balloon Boy on the loose. Oh, wait. Oh, so once I open the camera, he fixes himself. Hey. I like how obvious the Bonnie plush is. There's nothing I can do to fix it, I don't think. The Balloon Boy's here. And then eventually he should move again, which would hopefully make his real life appearance real. Balloon Boy, you wanna move? Or what, you're not in the mood? Being incredibly unlucky if he's not even moving for this long. Or is it because he's with Bonnie, he's confused and can't move? Like, is that a possibility? It's really cool though that like this works somewhat. And, wait, no, what the hell? Bonnie's here. Multiple things just happened. Wait, that changes everything. Bonnie never moved, but they were together. What did I do wrong? Oh no, I wanted to go to bed. BB with Bonnie 2 is if you're overlapping BB, Bonnie's overlapping BB, BB's overlapping Cam 2A. So in what freaking world? And then BB is not overlapping Got You Left. Oh wait, this is just, oh, I messed up. Yeah, this shouldn't change an animation at all. Yeah, so that's on me. Hold on, actually, this is fixable. I just, because I was copying and pasting, I forgot about that. So maybe we're good now. So first problem is Balloon Boy's there, and then he's just gonna fly around the game until Balloon Boy actually does anything. But because it's gonna be a bit, and then see now he's gone. So I have an idea on how to fix that. Okay, so this seems to be working. I seem to have fixed that. Bonnie is no longer hallucinating. We're good there. Now I just need to test Balloon Boy will be in my office. And then I can go to bed. I hate that I said that because I'm pretty sure it's not going to work because I don't think I even changed anything. Balloon Boy loves it in here though. Say that much. The more I do this, the more I'm like, consider the concept of someone playing the entire thing. This is the only difference, is that Balloon Boy's there. So like in order to make this like an actual interesting mod, I have a lot more I have to change. Hey man. Okay. I think he's here, but I guess. Okay, well, I don't know what's causing him to not do that. But it's literally reappear when you're overlapping BB. Make it invisible when BB's not overlapping this. Favorite room of the pizzeria. I'm a fan of the backstage. I like that it's extremely unexplainably haunted. I'm a fan of that. Well, for now, because I wasn't planning on even being here that long, I think I'm done. We didn't do anything actually. Fun fact. But I think we didn't do anything. Let's just face it. Hopefully one day I can finish this project and send it off to someone. Some things just aren't working and I don't know why. Well, yeah, you added Bonnie Plush. True that. He's there. He's cool. Yeah, he functions kind of. He disappears when you open the camera. Very obviously so, but you know. So yeah, thank you. Whoever came out. Sorry for a shorter stream, but this is actually my usual length for a stream. So you know, keep in mind that I do sometimes stream on Twitch. If I'm doing like a more sillier thing, I'm only doing this on YouTube more often because it seems like that's where people are, and makes a lot more sense. But I do exist over there on Twitch, twitch.tv/bigmanlawl. Use that sometimes. It's been a while though, but I do sometimes do stuff there. Yeah, that's all I have to say because I'm tired. I might. Nah, actually, I don't know. But you know, I'll leak a video idea. Since I mentioned earlier how I mod the FNAF World Refreshed stuff. A video idea I had was if you're familiar with. Let me show this. Let me show something that happened recently. It's Taken, who is one of my favorite FNAF YouTubers, recently went through and took over every single FNAF 4 record that there is. That's kind of funny. I think that's a really good idea. I want to do the same with FNAF World Refresh, and it's different because I manage this one. Not saying I'm gonna cheat, but it's just, you know, this is my thing. So like, I would just beat every single record ever, and I think that'd be funny. Which there's also maybe I won't beat the 4 hour and 20 minute one. I'm not all that interested in that. But there's a 4 hour. There's roughly like a 4 hour record that I mean I'm sure someone could beat it. Surely, it's 4 hours long. But yeah. And then there's also the Nuzlocke category, which I'm a fan of. It's just like its own thing with like you pick which ending you're gonna get in Nuzlocke mode. Pretty sick. Should probably add 100% and true 100% to this as well. Don't know why I haven't, but there's there's settings for 1.2, 1.5. I think this would be funny to do. I could also do it to regular FNAF World. The issue with that is there's actual like strats and stuff because people know how to speedrun this game. I do not. And speedrunning FNAF World has never been something I've been too interested in, despite loving this game. Never been too interested in that, but you know, I have my refreshed and I'm happy. I like the different pages, like vastly different. But yeah. Okay, I have Yeah, man. Let me make sure we save this. Let's save it and close it and zip it and put it in our pocket.